welcome to Lilybug's Library. My name's Linda, and it's Tag Tuesday. So I'm going to do a tag called the Audiobook Tag, and it's from CG Rated Books, and it's only a few questions, so pretty short one today. So the first one is, do you listen to audiobooks, and if not, why not? I definitely do listen to audiobooks and love them just as well as a physical book or an ebook. They sometimes I love them more because I don't have to put as much effort into it, and I can do other things while I'm listening. And it says, has your use of audiobooks changed over time? If so, how? Yeah, I think if anything, I probably listen to more audiobooks than I used to. But it's still probably about maybe 30% audio, another, say, 40% of ebooks and 30% physical. I'm not really sure, but I listen to a good number of them. How do you choose which book will be read versus listened to? I don't know as I really do choose. I just, I'll look at what's on my shelf and see if it fits what I'm, want to read. Then I'll check my Kindle and see what's on there that I want to read. And then I'll check, the different places I get audiobooks from. Sometimes if I can't find it on the library app for an ebook, I'll switch it to an audiobook and be able to find it that way. So I don't know if there's really like, this one has to be audio and this one has to be physical. I don't tend to do that. It's just kind of whatever comes across my path. Do you look into narrators before you listen or go in blind? I go in blind. I don't tend to sample it. I don't tend to do anything with it. I just go in assuming it's going to be great. And most times I'm not disappointed. There's only been a couple of narrators where I thought, oh my goodness, I can't listen to this book because I can't listen to this narrator. But that's pretty rare. Usually the narrators are great. Do you multitask while audiobooking? If so, what else do you do? Yeah, I'm a very big multitasker. I can't seem to do just one thing and be okay with it. So when I listen to audiobooks, I'm not the type of person that listens to them at bedtime normally, or, as I'm trying to sleep. Nothing like that. I tend to listen to them, and while I'm listening, I'm doing the dishes, or I'm putting in laundry, or I'm cooking supper, or one of those sort of things. It's not, hardly ever do I just sit down and listen to an audiobook. I'm always doing something else. If you're reading a series and you listen to the first book, would you ever switch to reading a later book, or do they now all need to be listened to? Oh, that's a tough one. I guess it depends on the series. If it's something like a cozy mystery series, I can switch back and forth between the audiobook and a physical book or an ebook. It doesn't really make a difference to me. If it's something a little heavier and very character-driven, I may have a little more of a problem switching to an ebook. If I'm, I'll still hear the characters in my head, even if I have an ebook. If I've already read one of the audiobooks and then I switch to an ebook, I can still hear that narrator's voice. That's just the way it is. Now, of course, again, if it was an audiobook that the narrator didn't really connect with me or I didn't think was very good, then I certainly have no problem switching. But yeah, in general, I don't think it makes a big difference to me. What percentage of books you're consuming currently are audiobooks? So like I said, it's probably, maybe 30%, 40%. I tend to read a lot of books at one time, just because I'm doing different things. So if I'm busy, I'm listening to an audiobook. If I'm sitting on the couch and trying to get over these colds or whatever, it might be more of a physical book or an ebook. It just depends where I am and what I'm doing. So that's really where the amount comes in. I'm usually reading one of each. So, and then bonus, do you have a favorite narrator or a favorite book that you enjoyed in the audiobook format? Favorite narrator? No. I'll be quite honest, I wouldn't even be able to tell you the name of any of the narrators, which is not to say they don't do great work. It's just not something I pay that close of attention to. And favorite book? There's been some really good ones that I've listened to. The Kitchen House was probably one of my favorites on as an audiobook because of the depth of emotion in that book and the heartbreak and it was just, there was so much in that book. Like, I think historical fiction definitely lends itself well to audiobooks because there's so much going on and so much tension in a lot of those books that you pick that up more in an audiobook. You can hear it in the characters and you can really feel it more, I think. So those would definitely be the ones. So Kitchen House, the book woman's, there was a book woman one. It wasn't the book woman's daughter, although I know I've read that one as well. But the first one, which I'm pretty sure is the book woman of somewhere, but I can't remember right now. That was good as an audiobook. Excuse me. Trying to think of any other ones. Those are, some of the best ones anyway. But anything like that, like I said, that's historical fiction. So long as the person narrating does a good job and you could tell the difference between the characters, because often historical fiction has a lot of characters, then it's almost like having a movie of it, only you have no picture, but it's I don't know, maybe back in the day it would have been radio, right? but it does tend to enhance the book for me. So really that was all it was. It was just a few short questions about audiobooks. And what do you think? I mean, do you read? I always say read. You're listening, not reading exactly, but same thing. So do you listen to audiobooks? Is there a certain narrator that you like? I'm, always willing to listen to what anybody else says about the narrators and go looking for, something that they've done that I would enjoy. Is there a narrator you don't like, and why didn't you like them? Love to hear your comments below. And I know with the narrator I didn't care for, there's been a couple. And one was because she sounded the same for each character, and I couldn't get the characters straight. So that was a big thing. And the other one, it was kind of like listening to James T. Kirk from Star Trek. It was very stilted, and she would talk like this, and it drove me crazy. So otherwise, it was, most of them are terrific. So yeah, I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments. And I don't often tell you, but I really appreciate everyone, joining me here. And I miss you when I'm sick. And I am so glad that I'm starting to feel a little better. And you managed to put on some lipstick today. So, that's a start. And just thank you for being here. I'm enjoying everything I'm doing. And, if you are enjoying it too, feel free to like and subscribe. All right. Have a great day, friends. Bye-bye.